So you may have just purchased a new furnace which came with the Cycleguard Low Water Cutoff switch, as you see here on mine. And you also might have the VXT Programable water feeder, which is here. Just put mine in. And you might be wanting to know how to wire it. So here you'll see I have jumped a wire. This is 14 gauge. 14.3 is what it's called because there are 3 wires in it. And if you look into your box here, you'll see that the white wire neutral is attached on the far left. The incoming wire, second one in the feed, power feed, it's red in mine, is the second wire. We've attached black. And then you'll see there is a factory attached wire, this black one. And next to that, second to last location, is where the green wire is attached. The green wire is not being used as a ground. So you'll see white, far left, black is next to it, receiving the power. And second in from the end is where your green wire is. Then when we go up here, you'll see that we have the neutral white on the top. Give you a look at the box itself. So in the lower left corner, you'll see the white is upper, the black is center, referred to as feed, and then you have the control wire. We're using the green on the bottom of the 3. Over here are settings. These are settings. You can trip these little white things to have a certain number of gallons. Mine set at the lowest. And then you can have a delay to allow steam to condensation to come back into the boiler before it recognizes you need water. That selection's here. Second one up is what I have selected. There is a digital readout that is not on at the moment on mine. The reason for doing this is we've installed this new furnace. This low water cutoff switching is 120 volt, and my former one here was 24 volt. So 24 volt, but the new one needs 120 volt. So we bought the 120 volt VXT, and we needed to now run a new wire. The former wire was run in this very low gauge, looks like old phone wire, very low gauge wire, which you'll see here. So that's what used to regulate the water feed and add more water to the boiler. And what happens is this little gizmo here, this white cylinder, looks like a spark plug. When you see your water elevate to that location, the minerals in the water will trip it, and it will shut off the light indicating you need water. Then it will continue to feed water to whatever you have it set. Mine's set at about 1 gallon. So the lights will go out when it gets up even with the spark plug. It's not a spark plug, but you get it. And then the water will continue and it should turn off. Now what I do as a test, I come over here when it first comes on and I drain water while my furnace is running. I drain water out of it to make sure that my furnace is going to turn off if it doesn't have the water. It does. Then I wait the few minutes for the settings to catch up to see if the water feeder kicks on and adds more water. Mine does. So empty some water when the furnace first turns on until it turns off. Then wait the several minutes for it to determine it's time to feed, and watch the water go in using this little glass vessel here. And once it goes in and turns off and the furnace kicks back on, you have successfully installed your programmable water feeder on your furnace low water cutoff switch. Okay, I hope this is helpful. I'd like to have had a little bit of this wiring diagram myself. So again, you're getting 14.3, that's the type of wire. Far left is white, next one in is black. Come all the way over, second to the end with the green. And then in here it's white on top, black, then green. And your system should work perfectly fine. So if you like this, give me a thumbs up.